Hey guys, good morning everyone. I'd like to record the second part of our daily stock market insights today. So let's call this as a pre-open stock market analysis. Okay, so I've received some of your requests at the same time. I've added a few more stocks that I'm interested in viewing. So I have a total of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stocks to review. And just in case you would like your stocks or your stock to be reviewed in tomorrow's episode, feel free to drop a comment so I can prioritize your stocks in tomorrow's stock market insights. Okay. In the meantime, if this is your first time to watch our video, know that I am doing this every single day. I review stocks based on your requests and some other stocks I'm interested in. So I review those. So if you have not subscribed yet to our channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos, okay? Okay, so let me start with SEC. I'll also add the link to the first part of our video in today's stock market analysis in the description box, just in case you have not watched that. Okay, so what's interesting with ECC is that we are already at the oversold level. That means this stock is already starting to look very cheap, and at the same time I see this volume starting to pick up, and the body of the candlesticks are starting to become smaller and smaller as we go down. So I just feel like I'm plotting a support at the 9.43 level at the moment, and let us see if this will hold. What's interesting as well is that we are very near the bottom. If I'm going to put this on a weekly chart, we're very, very near. So, well, if I'm to plot that just in case it drops some more, 8.56, how far is that from where we are right now? Let's say it drops. Okay, so that's still a significant amount. That's a 9.14% drop. In case it continues to break down in price. Okay, so those are the key levels to watch out for. In the meantime, I see this price level, it's consolidating within that area. And let us see if we'll gain some momentum or more volume in tomorrow's performance. In the meantime, 9.43 is the nearest support. If it drops some more, 8.56 is the next price I'm looking at. The next one is Hlcm. Hlcm, I think we're not 100% safe as of yet. So this is what I was mentioning before. Sometimes when you have a price breakdown and then your RSI is showing this, it could stay there at an extended period of time. So just watch out and see if we will be able to achieve a change in direction anytime soon. Previously, we were plotting our support here, I think around this area, but last week, started Wednesday or Thursday, I believe, there was a breakdown in price. And so the next thing that we are going to monitor would be around this level. Let us see if it will hold right there. I'm now looking at a weekly chart. So it's a brand new. Okay, on a weekly chart, we're not showing any bullish divergence, but on a daily chart, I see one. But look at this. Price was on a decline right here. And I'm on a weekly chart, guys, okay? On a weekly chart, it's not showing us any, see? It's still low. It's still showing us a declining, but not that steep anymore. It's just almost flat. Okay, so not looking good on a weekly chart, but you can probably take advantage of, slight bounces. But the fact that I don't see any bullish actions on a weekly chart, this could be a temporary thing, could be 1 day or 2 days worth of bounce, and we might see some more declines. So I'd say really closely monitor HLCM. I'm 50-50 on this. In the meantime, I'd like to plot the nearest, okay, the nearest support. Wait, nearest support. So I have to expand some more. Okay, right. Let me erase this first. On a monthly chart, I see it dropping around 4.49. Okay, and then we go back to the daily. Okay. So let's observe this price level, because I zoomed out a bit and found that around this area on a monthly, okay, monthly chart, I've seen some consolidation around 4.51 level. So it's a wait and see game around this area. Let us see if it will successfully bounce at this level. I see a foreign buying worth 2.25 million. So it's let's just put this in our watch list and closely monitor it. Next is BPI. BPI, there's a breakdown in price, not looking good. That was a heavy sell-off with a 6.47% drop. So this previous support right here, now that we've triggered the lower Bollinger Band, could mean a possible resistance next. So your previous support will now act as a resistance, and for your next or the nearest support that I see would be around this area. Reason being is because I see this price level, this one as well, and another one over here. So we will see if it will sustain or if it will break. So two things can happen tomorrow right at that level. So if it breaks, next possible drop is right here, 59.83. So just be extra careful, or I'd say if you are interested in this stock, wait for it to drop even more, because that will be a great opportunity for you to get it at a much cheaper price. I think if in case it drops some more, this will be the bottom that we are going to check out. And I think if I see it dropping right here, I think it's going to be very attractive for long-term investors. BDO. I think I see the same fate. Let me see. Okay, so far, good thing for BDO, it did not really drastically drop in price. I think we are currently at the consolidation phase for BDO. Hopefully, this remains at this area. Let's see. In the meantime, yeah, I'd like to plot our two areas here to really watch out. I think I also mentioned this previously in our insights last weekend, but I still would like to plot these key levels for our potential support. Okay, it's not going to look good if tomorrow it is going to break the 90 peso area, because currently we're sitting at a possible support. The reason why I said that is because, of course, I see consolidation here, and then I look at to the left, I also see this area. Okay, another one over here, so that could act as a support. But if there's a breakdown, the reason why I said that it's a support area is because we see this and this. Okay, let's take a look at your weekly. Yeah, so that one is, we're actually having a triple bottom right now at its current situation here. So second, or let's say, let's just take a look at this one, this and this, and how do we look. And your your RSI is already showing bullish divergence. But don't take any action unless you see a confirmation. When I say confirmation, we'd like to see a green candlestick come out. Probably started around 89.72, and most of the action should happen on the upside or above it. You can do probably an end of day trading. That way you can see 80% of the picture already. Because sometimes when you enter a first 30 minutes of the time or first 30 minutes of the day, it doesn't really reflect the true direction of the stock. All the while you see it dropping, but you will be surprised at the last hour of the day. That's when it reverses and changes its direction. So better yet, go and check out by end of day. Next is JFC. JFC also trying to consolidate right at this level. Hopefully it doesn't break anymore. Oh gosh. So this price area, oops. Yeah, that's the price level I see as a possible support. If it breaks, most likely it'll go back here at the bottom again. It is an area, so I'm plotting this price range. Okay. A lot of slowing down in the stocks for index. Okay, 125.79 is the support that I see at the moment. Look at this. Let's see. Let's put it right here because I noticed this. Next possible drop, if it breaks. This used to be a support and used to be a resistance. So this is a more accurate place for a next possible support if there's a breakdown in price at 125.79. SECB. SECB is also not looking good, guys. There's a breakdown in price. Look at that. Okay, we're triggering the lower Bollinger Band here, and I mentioned previously when we trigger the lower Bollinger Band from, let's say, a constricted band, it starts to give us some more declines. Let me just show you. Let me see here. Well, a lot of the triggers downward here. See that? Okay, so I'm afraid it will also revisit again. I'd like to be more conservative. It could revisit this level first because we see consolidation in this area. Next possible drop is right over here. Okay, so those are the key levels. There's actually a resistance right here, but between this bouncing and between that bouncing or dropping some more, I feel that there will be some more declines. Looking at the fact that we're triggering a lower Bollinger Band, so normally that's the case. And you also had some foreign selling that happened. So this might revisit, okay? It might revisit your previous bottom and create a double bottom right there. Next one is MAC. Okay, so this is the stock we talked about over the weekend. And, we were talking about this possibly bouncing because we thought that we are just sitting right at a possible support. Unfortunately, there was a breakdown in price, and so that previous support could now act as a resistance. Okay, look at that. There used to be a resistance right here. We were thinking that we might establish a support there, but right away, let me see if it happened right after the market opened. When was this? 27th? See that the moment the market opened, there was already a 37. Yeah, around here. And then most of the sentiment really it was pulling the price downwards. So that alone, you could already have made a decision because it was in fact consolidating for a few hours at that level, and then right at the last 45 minutes of the day. That's when we experienced drastic drop or breakdown in price. We were actually consolidating almost the entire day at the support area. But then again, so it's up to you. Who was I talking to over the weekend during our live? Um, Now you can make a decision. Would you like to wait for it to bounce or uh, cut your losses? So far, now that we have triggered the lower Bollinger Band, I see it dropping in case it does not give us a bounce immediately. It could possibly drop around 420 level. The fact that I've seen this triggering the lower Bollinger Band, so this is the next possible decline. And the reason why I said that is we saw this. That's where it consolidated. Okay, so it might do something like this, or two things. It can even do that. Okay, it can go sideways first before it goes higher. So your call. Find out. Of course, there are some things to also consider, like the fundamentals, news that may have influenced the decline in price. So those are the key things. We were talking. We had a good discussion around stock dividends here, but we really don't know when it's going to bounce or go on a rebound there. Next is pure gold. Pure gold, there's also profit taking that's currently happening. Okay, there was a good momentum pushing the price higher. Then we had the consolidation for a few months, 2 months almost, and now we're starting to trigger the MA20 line. We broke half of it, half of the candlestick today is already lower than the MA20 line. So I feel that we might see some more declines, and could possibly nearest possible area to check out and see would be 44.49. If you are a holder of pure gold, tomorrow go ahead and just drop a comment and request for this stock to be reviewed so I will not forget. But definitely looking at these patterns over here, it will probably test this level first. If there's really not much volume and more are taking profit, I will not be surprised if it continues to drop, because this has been already climbing up significantly, and then it's just the usual behavior of the market. People will just be taking profit, and it might revisit some previous resistances and support areas. The next would be URC. URC still consolidating within this range. It's still respecting the area. Okay, so our support is 119.24, around that level. Okay, there's a support seen right here and consolidation right here. Slight overshoot, but still within the area. So let's just use that. Take note, it could be a little higher or a little lower than 119.24, but ultimately, I see it consolidating in this range before it takes off again. Okay. Next one, it's SMC. SMC, what's this? July 10th, it's done. Okay, still doing sideways. It's still holding, right? I think with the many projects that we have for SMC, and construction of the airport in Bulacan, and some other projects, this could mean it will just consolidate within this range. Hopefully it doesn't break, but so far I see support right at the 95.96 area. See this? This is a solid consolidation over here. And besides, we're very near the previous bottom. So if it drops, I don't know, let's check out how many percent is this from this point. Oh, it's still a huge. Okay, so just be prepared. If it drops, it's gonna be a big drop. approximately 24.99% drop. So two things, you can just wait for it around 73.88 because I feel that this is already the bottom. It will just revisit and then take off again. The next is MBT, another bank. MBT, oh, not looking good, but there's a previous bottom over here. We're actually moving just very near the bottom. So I think 33.25 will most likely hold. That is the support that we see right now. What is this? Let's just plot this. No. But from here to here, yeah, it's still bullish divergence. Okay. So if, well, it already touched it, right? In fact. So my recommendation, if you want to give it a try, because the wick here just simply means that we're already starting to show that possible bounce. But take note, guys, we are still outside, so that's another thing that I have to call out. We are still outside of the Bollinger Band, so it could play around this area first. Probably do sideways here before it goes higher. Just be very vigilant that the moment it breaks 33.25, it's going to be a different story, because this, let me see, this I think is a 52-week low. If you look at a monthly chart, we could revisit where? We could revisit, oh my, this price level, because I see this. Yan. Okay, do you see this? This used to be your resistance over here. Support over here. Resistance over here. So that means that if we are going to drop, next possible drop would be 26.46. So this has to hold. Otherwise, that's going to be again another significant drop, which is around 19%. We are going to revisit a price back in the 1998. There you go. Okay, and we're now already using a monthly chart. Take note. Yeah, see, it's just almost the same. Last is MPI. Let me see on a daily chart. There's a breakdown in price, guys. So be extra careful. Next area to test would be right at this level. Okay, very near, in fact. So reason why we said that is because when we screen to the left, we see a resistance. Screen some more, we see a support. Then that means this area could be something significant. Something can happen there. So because we are higher than that place, that could mean we are going to retest and probably create a support. So your previous resistance will now become a support if it holds around 2.96. If it breaks, then it's going to be a different story, because we are once again going to screen from this point to the left, and the nearest area I see as a possible support could be right at the 2.81. The reason why we said that is we saw a resistance here, and resistance here. Okay, so I think that is it. We've reviewed a total of 12 stocks tonight. Feel free to drop a comment, okay, if you have some more requests, so tomorrow I can prioritize your request. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching our first video. If you have not watched our video today, first video, I already linked it inside, or I've already added the link in our description box, so you can also take a look at them. I reviewed the top 10 trending stocks in the Philippine market as of today. So thank you guys for watching, and let's catch up again tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye bye.